Hey everyone, Happy Dude here, and today we're gonna take off the tracks of this Sherman tank. Now, this is a full metal MATO tank. I don't know if it's the same way for a Tigan tank, but you can always give it a go. So, first step is to remove this screw. It's actually pretty easy to take these tracks off once you know how to do it. Then you can remove this, make sure you don't lose that. Then you can pull off the tracks and lift them from under the tank. Okay. Then put the tank on its side and then lift the track up and over that gear. Then you can take that off. And now you have some more room to play with. Okay, then take a steel pin that can go in the hole of the pin of the track. Put it on the pin. Make sure you have a clearance beneath the pin so it can come out. And then tap it with a hammer. As you can see, it's coming out. Now this steel pin is only for the beginning because it's really stuck in there for the first few hits. Then you can take a thick needle and that will fit completely in the hole. And now you only have to tap it slightly to get the pin out. You see, the needle can get in the hole, but the downside is because it's so thin, it bends after a while. So that's why I'm using this tool to begin with, because it's a lot stronger, but it cannot go completely in the hole. And this needle works better on the Tiger tank, but on this track it gets between the tracks right here, so you're not actually hitting the pin. But anyway, once the pin sticks out a bit, you can take some pliers and twist and pull. Oh, the last bit is always the most difficult. There we go. The track is open. Now you can take it off. So if you are confused with the direction of the pin, this is the tank, this is the track, and the pin goes in from the outside of the tank to the inside. And when you put the tracks back on, do it all in reverse order, so the pin goes from the inside of the tank to the outside. And now we can take the track off. There we go. And now we're gonna take off the wheels. So now I have to take all the electronics out. Alright, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Alright, third time was the charm. All my electronics are in with Velcro that has double-sided tape. That makes it a lot more user-friendly to work on. Now that the tracks are off, we can take off the wheels. And I also didn't find a YouTube video for that. So, how to do it? Well, if you want to take the front off also, we first need to remove this plate right here. So, turn your Sherman over and remove these screws right here. Okay, and this one. Okay, and then remove this tiny little screw here. Okay, and then also on the other side. And now we can take the front end off. It can be a bit sticky by the glue or paint. Then we take this plate out. Normally it's screwed in, but I taped it. Then remove the green plugs from the wire. And then you can take out the plate. I'm going to make these holes a bit bigger so I don't have to remove the blocks in the future. And now we can take out the motor. Now, it's not easy getting it out, but getting it in is even harder. Now, there is a hex screw in there and also one here. So take a flashlight and aim it right in there. Once the screws are out, you can take the engines out, and you have to do it with the two engines together. I don't believe it's possible to take one out and then the other. So you lift the lowest engine above the top engine. You have to wiggle them both at the same time, and then you can slide that one out and then this one. Now getting it in, I think that's going to be a lot harder. And now we can access the screws that hold the wheels in place. That's the reason we had to take the whole front end out. To remove this screw, you take a screwdriver, put it here, and then take some very thin pliers here and hold the nut as you turn the screw. And then the top one you just have to turn, that's it. And then you can take the long screw out and remove this. And no, the wheels will not fall off, it's really on there. So take a screwdriver, place it under there and use it as a wedge. And with the same here. Oh, just under there, and then put some force on it and switch from going to the left to the right so you don't break anything. Eventually, after some struggle, you can remove the wheels. And now do it for all the rest. I'm not going to remove the idler wheels because I can easily access everything, but if you want to remove them, just remove these two screws inside the wheel here, and then the front wheel will come off, and then you will see a screw on the axle. Remove that when you hold this one here, and then the wheel will come off.